Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to set up my August monthly budget, doing our monthly reset, getting my finances together, as well as my plans for the month of August. So if you enjoy these monthly reset videos, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you are a returning viewer, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Welcome back to all of my current subscribers. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. It is the end of the month, so don't forget to let me know how July went for you and what you are looking forward to in the month of August. And let's get started. Okay, so before we get started with the month of August, I am going to just go ahead and give you guys a couple disclaimers that hopefully will answer any questions that you may have. So I am using an Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner to do my budget, and monthly planners just means that there are blank lines after the calendar so that you can use this planner for really anything that you need it for. There is a link to this planner in my description box. It says my budget planner, and then the link to the landing page for these planners. And all the stickers that you see are from my shop. They will also be linked down below. So let's get into the month of August. So as you can see, I have already put down my date dots and my cover dots. And if you are familiar with the August kits, then you know what theme I am using. And that is none other than the book lover theme for the month of August. We also have our sunflower theme if the books are not really your vibe. And then I wanted to actually show you guys the August mystery kit. So this kit went live, I think, in June. And this was our mystery kit for August. So it was a seashells theme. All of our mystery kits for the summer were like summer related, but every month I want to show you guys what the mystery kit looked like. And I actually don't have a calendar with me, but just wanted you guys to see the mystery kit for August. And lastly, our September kits are up and available. So we have Starbies, which is a play on Starbucks. You can see the coffee mugs, and then we have Golden Fall. I'm still not sure which one of these themes I'm going to use, so we'll see what ends up happening. So along with setting up my planner with the budget kit, I'm also going to be using several of my icons, which you guys will see throughout the video. Okay guys, so if you know, you know, Lord Jesus and my planners are my lifeline. I'm actually going to show you guys my 8.5 by 11 planner as well once I'm done putting the calendar down. But I would not be able to really just keep up with life if I did not have a planner. I'm just very grateful that I took a hold of planners at a pretty young age. I think I had my first one when I was like in the 5th grade, and it was just for fun. But I actually started using planners to help me keep my life together when I got to college. So, and it has never stopped. So I'm very grateful to have planners, to use planners, and to have this creative element of the stickers that brings on the excitement every single month. So if you haven't tried it, get into it. Okay, y'all, so this planner will be really busy. This month is really busy. So I'm going to try to spare us the time and just get to it. So the first thing I'm going to use will be my bill due stickers. So these are all of my personal bills for the month of August. So just a little disclaimer here. I show you guys pretty much everything in my budget except for my income, my tithes, and my offering. But everything else you guys will see. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these stickers placed. Okay y'all, so next up I'm gonna put down my event stickers and my birthday stickers. So this month I have my goddaughter's recital. It is my birthday month, so I kind of have a lot going on. I have a massage, my sister brunch, a brunch with my sister, a family birthday lunch. I am going to Atlanta this month. We have the Budget Mom pre-orders. Our October stickers go live on the 15th. I'm going to the meetup in Atlanta. The 3 birthdays this month will be 2 of my aunts, and actually one of my aunts is my godmother, and then mine. I also have a nail and hair appointment this month. So as you guys can see, I had to do some overlapping. I also did some layering with my brunch and travel stickers with the event stickers. So just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, so next up we have my date night sticker, which will be on really the whole weekend, but I don't have room. So we're just gonna put it on the 15th. All right, next up I'm going to put down my payday stickers. Okay guys, so next up I'm gonna lay down my Bible study stickers and my church stickers. Okay guys, so next up will be my grocery stickers, and then I have one more little icon left on my workout sticker, so I'm just gonna put it over here on the side. And this is what I use to help me keep count of how many times I've worked out in the month. July was a pretty bad month for my workouts. I literally can count on one hand how many times I worked out, and I don't know if August will be any better, but only because it's gonna be so busy, but we'll see. Okay y'all, so some of my grocery days had to get moved around because of weekends just being so busy. Do y'all see this? This is nuts. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. The weekends are jam-packed this month, but the bright side is your girl doesn't have to try to remember any of this stuff because it's all here for me. So next I'm just gonna put a couple of things on my this month over here that I want to remember to do. Primarily pay my taxes and make sure that I pack my clothes for my trip. Okay y'all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use another event sticker for workouts, and then just put my little water bottle right there, and then I can just keep track of that underneath down here. So this is pretty much it for the calendar. Nothing really has changed from last month, I don't believe. So now we can move on to the dashboard. Just wanted to show you guys my yearly goals. This is something that I try to make sure that I show you all every now and then. I don't think I do it every month, but I try to. For my yearly goals, I always start with the spiritual, and my main spiritual goal this year was to start serving in my church, and that did happen. My giving goals, we did have our 30K giveaway. I had 3 trips planned this year. One got canceled, that's the cruise. My finance goal so far was to save $2,500 in cash, and we did achieve that. My health goals, lose 20 pounds. Right now I'm at about, I think I'm about 13 pounds lost. I did go to the doctor this year. I will be going to the optometrist in October. I was supposed to go to the dentist this summer, and that just did not happen. My professional goals, which would be for the business, would be to recreate all of my stickers in Adobe. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you know we are well underway in process of that. So recreate for Adobe Illustrator, and then also to start using the Graph Tech, which I have used it, but like I need to use it for my stickers. So these are the next 2 goals we're working on now that some of these other ones have been crossed off. I'm going to lay down my dashboard stickers. When I do set this page up, I use my deco page, but I usually fill it in off camera for you guys, but I'm gonna show you me putting the stickers down. All right, y'all, so we are going to set up my monthly budget page. I do not speed through this portion at all so that you guys can actually have like a portion in the budget where you can budget with me. So if I didn't speed through any of these portions, y'all, this video will probably be an hour and a half long. That's literally how long it takes me to film, and nobody wants to sit through that long of a video. At least I don't think. But at least with this portion, you guys can take this time out to get your things set up. So we start with the top, and we set it up just like you would like a workbook. So start with the income at the top. So mine is going to be all things planned, and then any miscellaneous things, refunds, gifts that come in. This is birthday month, so your girl might get some birthday gifts. If so, I'll show you guys that. Usually like my friends, my best friends sometimes give me something, my parents will sometimes give me some money, or my dad. So we'll see. And then we'll move on to the variable expenses and the fixed expenses. And so without me being able to get my head all up in the planner to make sure everything is as accurate as possible, if anything looks crooked, please just disregard it. I probably will fix it off camera later. So starting with my variable expenses, we have spending, and this is my personal spending on anything I want to spend it on. This gets a budget of $40. Also, some more disclaimers. I am paid weekly, so I budget weekly throughout my paychecks, but I do like to put a whole monthly budget together just to give myself some guidelines and parameters for the month. And these numbers are based on pretty much what I'm able to consistently pull in as far as my income is concerned. And so that's what I pull, that's what I use to help me determine these numbers, because it is variable, but we've been doing this for quite some time now. So the longer you do it, the more comfortable you get. Also, my budget is just for me. I live by myself. And I'm trying to think what else I want to share with you guys. Uh-oh, that looks terrible. Okay, beauty is getting nothing this month, and that's because I'm going to be using my birthday sinking fund for my beauty extravaganzas. So I am getting my hair done tomorrow. Thank you for the order. I am getting my hair done tomorrow. However, those funds came out of last week's paycheck, so this won't be coming out of August paycheck. And then what you guys seen, nails, massage, hopefully I'm gonna get my lashes done, all of that is coming out of the money that I've been saving for a year for my birthday. So I should not have to spend any money from my paychecks on beauty. Under variable expenses, I also am going to put my electric bill, because it does fluctuate. It is a variable expense, and every month I am hoping that it is $200 or less. For the most part it is, but sometimes it's over. Y'all, I feel like it was something else I wanted to tell y'all that's about my budget, just for any like new people. If you've been with me for a while, it's nothing new, but for my new friends, it was something else I want to tell you and I can't remember, and I'm sorry. And if it comes back to me, I will tell you. So rent and utilities, I am 1 month ahead on bills, so these are funds that I'm taking out to put aside into my bills binder for September's bills. So the exact amounts that I have budgeted for are the exact amounts that I will be putting aside. So health insurance gets $43. My cell phone will get $88. I looked at my cell phone bill today, guys, and by the end of the year, I should owe less than $200 on my cell phone. How about I didn't even realize cell phone was a debt? Because I definitely didn't pay for that whole thing when I got it. So I am hoping to pay my cell phone off by the end of this year so that we can go into 2026 with no cell phone, with me not owing on my cell phone. And then we have student loans, and that is $77. I'm going to put a little note over here. I realized last month I put it over here and it like is interfering with my columns. So I'm going to put over here that these are September's bills, because all I do over here is just check off that I've taken the money out to put aside. And then I have another tracker that I use to track the current month's bills. Okay, so let's put this total down. About as perfect as it's gonna get. And I'm gonna go ahead and add these columns up before we get too far ahead of ourselves or before I forget. Okay, so 40, 100, 300, 60, 100, 40 and 200 gives us 840 for the month. And then 985, 20, 43, 88, 109, 96, 13, 77 gives us 1431. Also, thank you guys so much when you catch my mistakes on different things, my trackers, or y'all help me so much when y'all let me know that, because sometimes it's hard to film and talk and pay attention. And so you guys letting me know, I say it often and I will continue to say it. You help me so much when you help me catch mistakes that I've made, and I do go back and fix them. So thank you guys. Okay, so for our additional expenses, I'm not gonna pull the binders. If you watch the cash stuffing videos, you've seen them. So we're just gonna go ahead and list them. So for my additional expenses and savings, we have my sinking funds. I budget to put $308 in them this month. Oh, I just remembered. August is going to be a 4-week month for me. And you guys will see why when I get to the weekly check-in, because I know it's technically like it's a 5-week month, but it's a 4-week payday month for me, if that makes sense. Now, September will probably be 5 weeks for me. So when you have weekly paychecks, it's a little bit interesting how these weeks fall, but that was the other thing I wanted to remember to tell y'all. Okay, so then we have the meetup event, which is the events sinking funds that I've been putting money into, and I'm hoping to put about $200 in there. Now, I do have the funds that I need for my birthday. I also plan on using like my eating out budget money for my birthday if I need to, but just in case I need a little something extra, we're gonna put a 50. And then we have unbudgeted. I have been putting my contacts down here for the last like 3 months, and I haven't needed to buy any new ones yet. And so I'm very tired of putting it here and not needing it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just leave a couple lines. If it comes up, I'll add it into the budget. But I really have been tired of putting it down every month and not needing it. And I'm actually hoping that I can go into October, because that's when I go see my optometrist and I can get a new prescription and then get some new contacts. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this column up as well. Although I'm leaving some blank spaces, I'm gonna add it up so that we can at least have the total for the monthly budget for where we are right now between bills and expenses. So 1,075. So let's add these three numbers up. So 840, 1431, and 1075 gives me a total monthly budget for my bills, variable expenses, and some extra savings and events, $3,346. Okay, so moving on to the paychecks, I'm going to set up one paycheck with you guys and then I will speed through the rest. I feel like that's crooked. Okay, there we go. So because I do weekly paychecks, and the thing is, you can get paid weekly and still make it like bi-weekly or monthly, you know, if you choose to. But I like to do it week by week, because sometimes when the weeks get away from me, you know, it's not good. I need a week by week type of check-in. It helps me stay on top of things that way. You know, I can save more, I can get more things accomplished, and even enjoy, you know, my work and the labor and the funds that I get from my labor. So under paychecks, we're going to do fixed expenses. Well, it says expenses, so I'm just going to write fixed. And then variable. These will be my cash envelopes. And then I will abbreviate for sinking funds and saving challenges. And then I will put my 1 month ahead binder right here. Extra, this is anything that comes up that is in my monthly budget, but it doesn't really fall under these other categories, so I just put extra. and then unbudgeted for things that come up during the week that are not budgeted for. This unbudgeted column for every paycheck helps me go back to my monthly budget and be able to know how much money I spent in the month on unbudgeted items. And that's it. So when I come back to do my cash stuffing, which will be in a couple days, we'll set all these numbers up together. So now I'm going to go ahead and put down the rest of the paychecks. I'm going to speed through, and then after that we'll move on to our weekly check-in. Okay, y'all, so next up, I'm going to put down my weekly check-in, and yeah, so again, I will set up 1 week with you guys, and then I will time lapse through the rest. Okay, so weekly check-in is how I keep track of my variable spending to know that I am in budget, know that I'm not going over budget at least too much, and if I need to pull back in one category for the remainder of the month, or if I have a little bit more wiggle room in another category, then my weekly check-in is what lets me know that. So these categories will be spending, gas, groceries, checking to make sure y'all can see, eating out, medicine, home, and beauty. Weekly check-in also lets me know if I'm budgeting appropriate amounts for myself. So if I'm noticing I'm continuing to go over budget in a particular category, that will tell me that I need to give myself more money in that category. If I'm constantly under budget by significant amounts in another category, that'll tell me I'm giving myself too much money in that category. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of the weeks. Okay guys, so this is my weekly check-in. So week 1 of August for me will run from August 1st to, which is tomorrow, August 7th. Week 2 for me will go from August 8th to August 14th. Or should I say paycheck? Paycheck 1, paycheck 2. Paycheck 3 will go from August 15th to August 21st. And then paycheck 4 for me will go from August 22nd to August 28th. And then September paycheck 1 for me will start on, I believe, the 29th of August. So these are my 4 weeks. Next, I'm gonna set up my bill tracker. Okay, so my bill tracker is how I keep up with the current month's bills, making sure they're getting paid and making sure that they are still in the budget that I have set for them. So I use this very generic, very basic black bills tracker to help me keep up with that. And here, because remember guys, I told you guys on my monthly budget sheet, the funds for this month, the paycheck for this month is going towards September bills. So I needed a separate space to where I could keep up with the current month's bills and what the actual amounts are. Okay, so these are all of my bills for the month of August. Let's go ahead and add this up. so we are at $16.31. Okay guys, so next up we are going to put down my sinking funds. So very same thing, just come to the second line here and lay the washi down. And I like to keep track of how my sinking funds are either maintaining or growing. My sinking funds are my first line of defense. So whenever something's going on in my life, and if you've been following me for a while, then you know, if I, for whatever reason, any expense, in something unexpected, if I need $500, $1,000 for anything, this is where I'm coming. Before I hit my emergency fund, I'm coming to my sinking funds. Before I hit my savings account, and I don't have any credit cards, so like I don't have that. So my sinking funds are my first line of financial defense. So birthday is the first fund. It has $410 to start for the month. This is the money that I'm using for my birthday to get those things done. So now I'm gonna go through each of the funds, write the name, and write how much is in it right now. Okay, y'all, so in our sinking funds, we have $2,897. Okay, so something that has changed in the budget is that you guys used to see me keep a savings tracker up here when I was trying to reach my goal of saving $2,500 in cash. Since I have reached that goal, I've decided to forego the savings tracker for now and just continue to have my expense tracker. This expense tracker is for my sinking funds. So I will hold on to this washi right here for the end of the month. And I did get to close out my July budget, but I'm gonna run the numbers with you guys in my next cash stuffing video for you to see that. Okay guys, so this is my dashboard page. So I currently just have one financial goal. Don't forget to let me know what your financial goal is for the month of August, but it is birthday month, so I'm just hoping that we stay in budget this month. I probably won't worry about too much else. Put down some important dates, some projects, and then some things that I want to track. And that is going to be the end of my setup. I think I'm gonna give you guys a quick flip through really quick so you can just see the whole thing. Zoom out. So here we have our very busy calendar, our dashboard page, our monthly budget page, our paychecks 1 through 4 ready to go, weekly check-in ready to go, August bill tracker ready to go, my sinking fund set up, and then my expense page ready to go. So I hope that this video inspired you to get your budget together for August, and I hope to see you guys back in a couple days for paycheck 1 cash stuffing. Bye guys.